Hello learners, welcome back to the online learning session. In the previous session of the subject business reporting and analysis, unit number 2, that is business and industry, we have covered the meaning of business reports, then the objectives of business reports, how to design a business report, and what are the essential stages of preparing the business report or writing the business report. Now in this session, we are going to start with the next point, that is business plans. So preparing for business plan. So the content for this session are what is the meaning of business plan, then what are the objectives of business plan, the various characteristics of business plan, and the various elements of business plan. So moving towards the next slide, meaning. So meaning of business plan. So a business plan is a written document that details the proposed venture. It must describe the current status, expected needs, and projected results of the new business. Every feature of the project needs to be covered. So the project, marketing, research and development, management crucial risk, financial projections, and the milestones or a timetable. So the business plan describes to the investors and financial sources of all the events that may influence the proposed venture. So details are needed for various projected actions of the venture with coupled revenues and cost outline. As the definition says, and it must be remembered that the beneficiary after developing a business plan is none other than the entrepreneur himself. So the business plan enables him to realize his dreams. And a business plan is a written document which is helping him to take the further decisions. So based on the meaning of the business plan, now we'll see the objectives of business plan. So an entrepreneur makes a business plan to attain his goals or objectives. However, it is also vital to appreciate what a business plan can accomplish, that is the objectives of the business plan. So first objective of a business plan is to comprehend business nature. So business planning helps in understanding, however, it is related with the operations which are done by the organization. So it helps in understanding the type of business nature and organization. So an entrepreneur has opted for namely the product based, service based, or the technology based, or the stocking, or the R&D centers, which will understood from the business descriptions. Then second objective is to identify the objectives of business plan. So the management relies on business plan to gain agreements on a business description. So its objective is to help the entrepreneur in achieving the objectives of the organization. So majorly the objectives are cost minimization, wealth creation, profit maximization, and creating the brand in the society or in the particular sector. Then the next objective is to understand the organizational structure. So what type of organization is there? What an entrepreneur wants to possess as a vital part to be, whether the organization is a sole proprietorship. So a business plan thus is the main uh, of the organization, and it has certain reasons behind that, because it helps the entrepreneur to take the decisions. Then it helps him to find out the viability of the venture. It also provides the guidance to the entrepreneur, so it is a precondition to obtain the finance. The next objective is evaluate the performance of the organization. So planning and control are necessary for the long term survival of any business. So continuous evaluation of the performance is done with the help of the business plan. Then to obtain the finance, if the organization wants to expand, then they need capital, and the business plan is also a tool which helps to obtain the business financing from the banks and the financial lenders. So these all are the objectives of business plan. Then the characteristics of a good business plan. Generally, if we consider the characteristic, it is written by the promoter. So the entrepreneur should always write as much as of the plan as probable, where the advisor's concern should counsel wherever necessary. Then the business plan must be realistic. The entrepreneur should not be over optimistic in the projection. Then recognition of the critical success factors. The factors the entrepreneur visualizes will make his her business a success, and the areas where other businesses have not succeeded should be highlighted in the business plan. Then the multidisciplinary approach is also one of the characteristics. The business plan is one that deals with all the aspects of the business, including the technical things, production, management, marketing, sales, finance, maintaining equilibrium. All these concerns are there. So those are the essentials or the characteristics of a good business plan. Then the timing. The timing horizon set out in the business plan must be realistic. It is important to set key dates and to be able to evaluate progress with its objective. There is deadline must be there. Then the elements of business plan. So that is the most important aspect or the point of any business plan. So when we are writing a business plan, there are several points must be taken into account, and it should be outlined in several heads. So there are 14 elements of the business plan, and which must be followed by every plan preparer or the report writer or the business plan writer. So the first element is the introductory page. So in that, this is the title or cover page that gives the brief summary of the business plan content. And the introductory page contains the name and address of the company. So if we look towards the major elements, so it covers the basic introduction of the organization. Then the second page is the executive, or the second point is the executive summary. This section of the business plan is arranged after the first page, that is the total when the total plan is written, and it is about 2 to 3 pages, not more than that, and it is overall the summary. So what exactly executive summary includes: what is the business idea or model, how is the business concepts or model unique, what are the individual startings this business, then who are the individuals, then how will they make money, and how much time it will take them. So that is all about the executive summary. The next element is the market analysis. And in market analysis, there will be an environmental or industry analysis, where the analysis is done with respect to the economy, culture, then the legal concerns, and the technology, and with respect to the industry demand and the competition. So all these aspects were covered in market analysis. So that will be included in that point. Then the fourth point is the description of the venture. So it should be detailed in this section of the business plan. This will facilitate the investor to determine the size and the scope of the business. So this section should commence with the mission statement of the company, and the statement basically describes the kind of business and what the entrepreneur hopes to achieve with that business. So that will be the description of the venture. The next point is the production plan, which is necessary if the new venture is manufacturing operation. This plan should illustrate all the production planning of the organization. It also includes the selection cost and any contract that have been ended over there. Then next is the operational plan, in which all the business that is manufacturing or non-manufacturing should be consist in that operational plan as a part of the business plan. Then next is the technical plan. This section helps anyone in understanding the technology that is needed to the organization. Then there will be marketing plan, which is sorry, essential part of the business plan, as it describes how the products or services will be distributed, the pricing strategy, and how it should be promoted, then the aspects related to the marketing research and the evidences and the critical marketing decision strategies. So and the forecasting and planning, everything will be there with respect to the marketing of the product. Then there will be the organizational and managerial plan. So in that, the organizational plan is that part of the business plan that depicts the venture's forms of ownership. So whether that is a sole proprietorship or a partnership firm or a cooperation firm, or whether it is a company, whether it is a limited liability partnership. So everything will be there in the organizational plan. Then we have the human resource plan. In that, the manpower required to run that particular organization. So that will be the area which needs to be there in that. Uh, then there will be a social plan where a business must fraction and act in such a way that what will be the social responsibility of that organization. So, with respect to the CSR activities that should be included in the business plan. Then there will be assessment of risk. uh, because every organization is striving to achieve the success, and it is always in a situation where there will be an uncertainty and risk. So which are the factors those are going to have impact on the business, and what should be the action taken to recover from that particular phase. So that will be assessment of risk which should be there. So the entrepreneur should specify the potential risk of that particular business. Then the entrepreneur should make a discussion on what might happen if this risk turns into reality. Then the entrepreneur should converse the strategy that will employ to prevent or minimize that kind of risk. So that will be there in the assessment of risk. Then there will be next point, that is financial plan. So like marketing, production and organizational plan, this is an essential part of the business plan. So it concludes the potential investment commitment needed for a new venture and indicates whether the business plan is economically possible. And the last element of the business plan is appendix. So the appendix of the business plan normally includes the backup material that is not required in the text of the documents, but as a reference to the any document it is needed. So letters from customers, the distributors, and the sub contractors, all these the lease contracts. So everything as an appendix we can attach to the report. So when we are preparing the business plan, we have to consider all these elements, and accordingly then we have to write the business plan. So now you are clear with the point that is the business plan. Now we'll see the importance of business plan. So first is clarity direction, because it gives a clear idea to the entrepreneur that if he is having a backup and all the analysis with him, so that he can take the decisions. So the second importance is future vision. So the businessman can flourish and become accomplished or accustomed over the time, and he can think about the future expansion of his business. Then the next is the attract financing. So as he is having a plan, he can submit it to any financial institution, or he can grant some amounts from the government. He can opt for certain schemes. So that will be possible if he is having a good business plan in his hand. Then it attracts the team members, because business plan can be designed as a sale tool to attract partners. So if he wish to expand the business, then he can attract the team members, and it helps in managing the company. So business plan conveys the organizational structure of the business, and it helps the directors and the individuals to perform their duties. So that is all about the importance of business plan. And there are certain guidelines which needs to be followed while preparing the business plan. First is introduction to the selected projects. So it should consist of introductory note on the product selected, then uses of the product, and in that particular region or city. Then there will be second point, that is the promoter's information. It should contain promoter's personal information such as name, address, age, education, etc. Then there will be market analysis, which should hold on the market analysis details gathered from the market survey. Then there will be economic analysis, which needs to be considered. Then there will be information in line with the business goals, then the cost and finance, then there will be human resource recruitment and requirement, and the financial analysis which is needed to be done by the business plan preparer. So if a business plan preparer follows all these guidelines, definitely it will help him to prepare the good business plan. And the last point of this particular topic is common errors in preparation of the business plan. So generally, there are common pitfalls, we can say. The first pitfall is planning versus plan. We are planning something else and the plan says something else. So it might be happen that there is something in the plan, and when actually the things are going on, your planning may get changed. So there will be an error. So then next is capacity utilization estimates. It might be possible that you are preparing a plan for 80% and actually you are using 90%. So there might be an error. Then there will be a project cost. Normally the actual project cost is far more than one which is estimated. So actually when we are starting with the project, then the cost is going to change. So initially when we are planning it, we are not considering the all the aspects. There are certain contingencies which might occur and because of which the project cost may get changed. Then inadequate working capital margin money, as working capital is nothing but what the amount which is required by the organization to carry out the day-to-day activities. In short, it is called as capital, current assets minus current liabilities. So if the working capital is inadequate and uh, you have proposed that you require 1 lakh rupees and you have with you, and actually when the activities are going on you incur an cost of rupees 1,50,000, so might be there will be a 50,000 gap and you have the lack of funds with you. Then the next pitfall, that is means of finance. There are entrepreneurs who rely uh, almost always on the others, and at the certain times they may be failure to uh, raise the funds from those sources, and it will be an error for them. Then there will be cash flow during the implementation. So as you have proposed that there will be earnings are going to start after 2 years or 3 years, but when actual the project has been initiated, and you might be coming to the conclusion that okay, still there will be a less demand for our product and we are not getting that much of revenue. So that will be one of the error. Then performance in the initial period is might be not enough, or as it is not likely as we are expecting. So there will be a trouble. Then selling price is always there will be an error. So while preparing the business plan, you have quoted one selling price, and suddenly due to the competition and due to the uncertain conditions, the prices of your competitors are changed. So accordingly, you need to change your prices also. So that is also one of the error. And unconvinced entrepreneur is always there. So that is also one of the error in preparing the business plans. So this is all about the business plans. So we'll stop here, and in the next session we'll start with the point business meetings. Thank you.